to introduce you to a dear friend, a mentor, a colleague, a soul sister, just so many things that we have yet to do together, so many things we've been planning. We've been stirring the cauldron for a long time now on what we're going to do, and now I want to introduce you to this amazing lady, and maybe she's someone that you want to stir the cauldron with as well. Stephanie is our ready to launch mentor. She's a mentor within the Ripple Makers Mastermind, and she mentors people just like you who have a business, who have an idea, and you're wanting to really take your coaching business and the things that you do and that impact you want to make, you want to take that out to the world and get it online. Stephanie, welcome to One Drop.
Thank you very much indeed, Sammy. It's an honour to be here. Thank you for inviting me. I'm loving it already.
So welcome. I just love playing together with you anyway. And Steph, there are some people that don't even know who you are, and I think that's a travesty. We have to change that. Let's sort that problem. That is a problem we can solve right now. For those that don't know you, would you introduce yourself, tell them who you are, what you do, and why you love doing it?
Well, I am the Ready to Launch coach, and I help you get focused, super organized, ready to successfully launch your program. That is my promise, and I absolutely love it because I love being super organized. I love being focused and ready to launch. I just think that's where most coaches need help. So it's all about getting focused, and I teach the focus method, which is all about foundations, opportunities, courage, huge one, courage, understanding your market, and success. So there you go, focus.
Yeah, I love it. And I mean, I would say that, I mean, so many people say that I'm organized, but it's because I have to be. I have to be because it's not naturally who I am. Are you naturally organized and focused? Is that who you are, or have you learned to be? Have you created systems that help you to be like that?
I've learnt it over the years. I was in corporate world, and I wish I'd known then what I know now, because I know you're going to ask me for a tip, and it's sort of coming into the conversation now. When I was in the corporate world, my jobs to-do list was 5 pages long.
What?
It was horrendous. Since then, I have learned you can have 2 lists. You can actually have 2 lists, and one is the master list, which sits at the back of your book that you don't look at all the time and get yourself stressed out. The other list is your daily list, and you only actually have 3 jobs on it, but I'll tell you more about that later.
Oh, reeling us in. Steph, you've been doing what you do for a long time, and you actually learned the hard way, which is why you ended up creating the business for yourself, and then you now teach other people how to do that. Let's just share with us a tiny bit of how you got into doing what you're doing now.
So I was in Rolls-Royce Aerospace. I was a manager there. I was traveling all over the world, training suppliers in the way that Rolls-Royce does business and what we wanted them to do. And it burnt me out. There's no 2 ways about it. You know, people thought it was very exotic, traveling all these miles, and all you see is the inside of a conference room, an airport lounge, and that's about it. So I gave up that, and I went into business consultancy, and I worked with JCB and MTC and all these other 3-letter acronyms that we have nowadays. And then I thought, no, I really want to be closer to home. I want to spend more time with the family. So I set up as a coach. I went off and did some learning, which is the woo-woo side of me. But when it came to identifying my niche, I'm one of those people, Sammy, that if you cut me in half, I'm like a stick of Blackpool rock, except instead of saying Blackpool, mine says business. So that's my forte. I eat, sleep and drink business, and I love it. Absolutely love it with a passion. Add on to that the fact that I love a process, which is a very dry topic, I know, but I'm all about clarity and having clear, simple steps to follow. And so I created my own processes, and that's what I teach, but I don't put it under the umbrella of process. It's a guide or clear steps to follow. And that's, you know, I trialed and errored because I wasn't one to ask for help. And it wasn't until I met you and we started interchanging, and I thought it's really easy to ask for help when you know what you're asking for and that sort of thing. So I did it all the hard way, and I don't want that for other people. So if you are not sure what to do and you're overwhelmed and you're frustrated, then come and talk to me and let's talk about a process.
Because it's no good you having all this stuff trapped in your head when you can actually be serving a much bigger audience, especially those of you that are coaches, where you're exchanging your time for money one-to-one, and but you have this bigger desire to make a greater impact and to get out there and be serving one-to-many or even many-to-many. Well, taking that information out of your head and turning that into an online program or an online course is a way that you can do that, and you've very successfully done that for yourself with your own coaching programs, and now you're supporting other people to do that. So Steph, what is your ripple making tip for us today?
Okay, so I was talking about having 2 lists. So what I found is, one, if you have an empty day, you're waiting for an empty day to get all these jobs done. An empty day is the least most productive day you'll ever have, because you think, well, I'll just have a little bit of a lay-in, and then you decide, well, I'll have a bacon butty, and then you decide, well, yeah, I just must pop next door and talk to the neighbour, and then you have lunch and you catch the end of a film, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and you've done nothing, and the children are just about to come, and you're not productive. So the night before, identify 3 jobs, but they're only 30 minutes long. So the job may be design a website, which is huge, as you and I know.
Yeah, enormous.
Yeah. But you can break it down. You can break it down to identify the colours, identify the logo, identify the wording, choose the pictures, and they can all be 30-minute jobs. So the night before, you decide on the 3 30-minute jobs you're going to do. Let it percolate overnight whilst you're asleep, because suddenly you've got all the solutions on how to do it. And then the next day, you can find 3 30-minute slots to get something done. Now then, here's the magic in it. 3 jobs a day, working 5 days a week, is 15 jobs. 15 jobs a week over 4 weeks means you have moved your business forward 60 steps in a month. Now, how's that?
That sounds so much more achievable than when you wake up and you look at that 5-page to-do list.
And I'm sure you've picked up, Sammy. I am absolutely the post-it queen. I love post-its that come out my ears. Yes, you do that. So what you do is you write each job individually on a post-it, and then when you've done it, you can put it in a pile on the side. And at the end of the week, you know you've got 15 jobs done, and you can celebrate. And Sammy's been to my house, so it's a case of you dance around the kitchen table and you have a gin or a box of chocolates, or you buy yourself a bunch of
a bacon batty. She makes really good bacon batties. When I went to Steph's house for some training, because one of the technologies that Steph uses is a technology that it just blew my mind, that it can do all the things that I've been paying about £250 a month for the last 11 years. So times that, work that out, how much I've invested in that. But of course, this technology that Steph uses didn't exist when I invested in that, and of course now it does, and it's a technology that we invested in, and then Steph did the training for us. And I think the biggest thing that you did for me, Steph, was to give me confidence about the technology and that I could do it, because I'd always been thinking, I can't do this myself. So I was spending a lot, and I was spending because like I wasn't in control of the people that were doing those things for me, and because I wasn't in control, like they were telling me what they needed and I was responding. But that doesn't mean you're in control of the project, it just means you're responding to the to-do list. And actually you gave me so much confidence that I could create these programs myself, and that I could do these things and I could get them online, that I came back and immediately went into creative overdrive of, this is amazing. Like I started playing with this system, and I've always been so scared of technology. So I really want to thank you for giving me so much confidence in it and making me a better person for my members, because now I can do these things myself, and I can outsource them if I want to, but actually what you've shown me is so easy to do. I can just do it myself.
Yeah, it is easy to do, and it just takes a little bit of patience and, as you say, a little bit of confidence. And
Yeah.
I found quite a few of my clients, they come to me because they want to get ready to launch, and then we start talking about systems, and one thing leads to another, and the next thing I know, they're investing for me to sit, you know, one-to-one and say, right, press this button, follow that
Yeah.
wizard, press that button, and you know, they just absolutely blown away, and that gives them, as you say, the confidence to get
Yeah.
started. So
Yeah.
it's huge.
Yeah, it is. Well, thank you so much for your tip. Well, Steph, you've given to us. Now I want to give back. So what can we do to support you? What connections do you want? How, like, what speaking opportunities are you looking for? What can we be listening out for?
So my ideal client is a coach who is either just starting out or has been started for what year or so, but they need that next level. So I work with newer coaches or coaches who want to go from the manual process into the automated process. So if you have any podcasts or Facebook groups where I can come and share tips and hints and do a talk, maybe, I would absolutely love that. And you know, you're very welcome, because in my Facebook group, you're very welcome to come and do a talk in mine. So we've got a bit of reciprocity going on if you want to take
Yeah.
advantage.
That sounds good. Well, Steph, we'll look out for that. I've got all of your details, so I'll make sure that goes in with the description of this video. Guys and girls, connect with Steph. You can go to the description and connect with Stephanie that way, or you can go into the One Drop Movement group. You can go up to the members tab, click on the members, find Steph, and you can connect with Steph directly on Facebook Messenger. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for dropping in at One Drop today. I love you and appreciate you.
I love you and appreciate you too. Thank you for inviting me. It's been an honor as always, sweetheart.
Well, we'll keep following your progress. We'll keep watching what you're up to. And actually, just before we leave, you published a book recently. Tell us very quickly about that before we go.
Well, here we are. And it made #5 paperback bestseller, and it's Plan and Launch Your Coaching Program in 12 Steps, Your Coaching Business in 12 Steps. And it literally takes you through the 12 steps to get yourself out there, visible and attracting clients. So yes, and Sammy, I'm going to promote you because you run your wonderful stuff, and you have your success surgeries. So you have a number of mentors that come and share all their knowledge with your gorgeous clients. So if you're not in Sammy's group and you've seen this recording, then get yourself in, because you have so much access to so much knowledge. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, thank you, Stephanie. Yeah, you want to come and join the Ripple Makers Mastermind, do reach out, and Steph will be one of your mentors on it. So guys and girls, we'll be back for another Ripple Making Tips. See the spotlight every single day, 11:15 a.m. UK time. So work out what that time is for you wherever you are, and stop what you're doing. Come and meet your fellow members. You could meet your next collaboration, your next joint venture, your next partnership, your next best client, or even your next best ambassador who will go and tell everybody about you. So start showing up if you're not already, and we'll look out for your butt on this seat, getting your spotlight out to the community very, very soon. Thank you, Steph. See you later.
Thanks, Sammy.
Bye
Bye.
for now.